So, Leslie, hiya.
Hey,
Just wondering, with Metamorphosis coming up in Marbella in May, I suppose a lot of people are asking the question, why? Why now? I know that the last few years you've been doing various different talks around the world, but not at the same level, we'll say, as the old Delphin seminars that I would have gone to. And I know that they were hugely transformational. Well, for me anyway, they changed my life. They changed thousands of people's lives because you were able to kind of really embed what we were learning. So I'm just wondering why now? Why are you going back to that level? We'll say where you're going back to the Delphin type seminars, or is that what Metamorphosis is?
well, it's a little bit beyond what we used to do in the Delphin seminars. You know, those were huge events, multimedia, multi-sensory events. But Metamorphosis is going to be a multi-dimensional event, right? It's going
Well,
to enable people to step up into their higher self, feel that intimate connection with the universe, to become self-actualized human beings, and to provide a truly transcendental experience where they actually get to experience transcendence rather than listening to somebody else talk about it, or rather than reading about it, or rather than undertaking some process to get to transcendence. This will provide that transcendent experience for them.
wow. Yeah, and because it was interesting, I did see a quote there from the guys that are doing it. I know they did the old Delphin seminars with you, and I think they've done Robbins and Proctor and all these big guys, and they were saying that this what you're doing and in Metamorphosis in Marbella has never been done before. So when you say multidimensional, for me, yeah, I started lifting. I was like, oh my God, we're going to get this not only at the levels that we got the Delphin seminars, we're going to get this even deeper. So, yeah, you have to tell us more about that because that sounds really exciting.
Well, yeah, I'm excited to be working with Richard and Bill again. They were instrumental in helping me put together the original Delphin seminars, right? And at the time, they were revolutionary. Nobody else was doing what we did back then.
Yeah,
And yes, they've gone on to work for all the big names in self-help since then, and they've been doing it continuously since then. But when I approached them a few months back and said, listen, I want to do something totally radical, right? Totally new and exciting. And I want to produce an environment that can do something really profound for people, really empowering for people. They got as excited as I've ever seen them be, right? So yeah, they're jazzed, and I am like excited to work with these two guys. Both of them are geniuses, right? I mean, technical geniuses. They understand the whole self-help arena, and they're really good at doing what they're doing. So it's like, it's exciting, is what it is. I guess you could just say it's really exciting.
I can feel the enthusiasm coming off you, and even me, I'm getting the hairs in the back of my neck, and I'm going, jeepers, what are we in for? And I suppose from a timing point of view, I believe it's probably apt timing because I mean the reality is we are all so many people I know somebody that we're all so connected to this element of turmoil that seems to be going through the world. Everything seems to be crashing, collapsing, and everyone's looking for meaning. So I suppose is that probably opportune time, and that's probably why it's coming out, is it? Or have you felt
Yeah.
that yourself?
Well, we do live in interesting times. I mean, massive, political upheaval and social changes, economic, environmental changes. That I mean, we all of us recognize that, right? It's an enormously, even critical time for all of us, right? I mean, we're standing on a precipice, right?
Yeah,
And we don't know where it's going, right? So people are looking for answers, and they're looking for a way to be able to cope with it, thrive within it, maybe even kind of help direct the direction of the change that we're going through, finding a way to become the person that we need to become in order to pull ourselves successfully into the future, individually and as a species, right? So, you know, everybody's running around looking for answers, right? I want to provide that environment and that experience for them that gives them that moment of, oh yeah, this is it, right? And from here, I'm going to be empowered, right? To do
yeah,
what I need to do, not just for myself, but for my family, my community, my country, my entire species, that we can co-create together a glorious future, right? And we can envision that future together. I believe that we're going to do that in the Metamorphosis seminar. I believe that we're going to give people something they've never, ever experienced before.
That'd be unreal, because I know so many people from around the world who did the Delphin seminars went on then to create, fantastic, huge successes all around the world, from Australia to America to Europe. So if this is above that, and you're what I'm getting from you is this is definitely a few leagues above that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm very pleased to see, like the success that our old Delphin people had. Many authors and many coaches and many people out doing seminars and many people creating multi-million-dollar businesses and doing all kinds of wonderful things out there in the world. And yes, I believe that this one is going to be like just that much better. I feel like a big step ahead, because those were all about, personal empowerment and self-actualization. This is actually about stepping into the new kind of human being, about blossoming forth like the butterfly blossoms forth from the, caterpillar, right?
Yeah.
This is about transcendence. This is about the next stage of evolutionary development, and I think we're going to get there.
So it sounds like, actually, that the way you put it there makes sense. So it's like the old days, and all of what we've been doing up to now was kind of self-development, personal development, but this is like beyond the kind of intellectual. This is a leap. This is like nearly a paradigm jump into a huge shift. So yeah, I can feel it coming off you. I can feel it from the words. I can feel the energy of it. I think it's going to be unbelievable. Yeah. Really
yeah.
excited.
I am truly excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. It is already a fulfilling experience, right? Being in that, I mean, the hair on my arms are standing up talking about it now.
Back of my neck too.
Yeah. Being in that room with those people who choose to be there to undergo this experience, with what we're all going to go through together in that place, that beautiful hotel on the coast of Spain. This is going to be, I believe it's going to be a pivotal moment in the development of human history. I really do, right?
Well, it would be brilliant to be part of it and to be there. I'm so looking forward to it, Jeepers. Thanks for stepping up and being the facilitator to help the rest of us to step up ourselves.
Yeah, that's time, isn't it?
Yeah, can't wait.
All right.